So when you're playing, you're always aware of the lyrics
Yeah,
and the story.
yeah. I knew it. A lot of people like that. I began to like when I got to be the lyric. That's my Funny Valentine. I hated that tune. But it was strange though. Every time I played it, people would go crazy. You know, couples would get close to each other, baby. I'm watching their reaction. I said, well, what is it about this tune? What the hell is it? So I said, okay. I said, I'm going home and read the lyric. When I read the lyric, there it was, laying right there in front of me.
There it
The
was.
composer told me how to do it already.
That's right.
He already told me.
That's right. That's right. Now you're telling me you're.
So I started reading the little left-hand corner, see what the composer say about it, what he wants you to do with this song.
Right.
You have your concept, then you and he make a deal. You and the composer. Well, I play a little of yours and take some of yours and mine. Take a little of mine. And the composer tells me, maybe, let's try it on the audience.
I love it, man. And you have such a unique sound. When anyone hears you play, we immediately know who you are.
Yeah. I was in San Francisco, and I played The Way We Were, and this lady was sitting in front of me. She said, okay, I'm gonna cry. Just keep playing when you see me. And she just wouldn't have that cry.
Man, you were telling me your first saxophone was a Silvertone saxophone from the Sears and Roebuck catalog. But how old were you? Where were you growing up? How did it all start?
Oh, I was in my teens. I was 16, 17 years old. I was still into sports. I was playing football, baseball, basketball. I was interested. But my parents, we always had a piano in the house. So I had got piano lessons whether I wanted them or not. And they instilled a freedom of sense of exploring all sorts of music. Some I didn't like at first, and some I didn't like until like years later. But I had to listen to opera on Saturdays in Texaco. Opera House, we had to listen to that every Saturday. Not all of it, but, and I said, how can people like music? They don't even understand the words. And, you know, as I won't say progressed, I didn't. But I observed people appreciate different kind of music, how they, and different kind of music started appealing to me. But
Do you remember the first time you heard jazz?
no, but I remember it was in my house.
Okay.
Oh yeah, on the turntable.
Right.
It was always there, but so was religious music, sacred music.
Right.
So, and I appreciated all that. And as I got out, I got to appreciate Gregorian chants, country and western. I grew up in the South. Country and western was everywhere.
Where were you from? What state were you from?
Florence, South Carolina.
Florence, South Carolina.
But I didn't have appreciation for country western music until later. And then I saw how intricate it was, and there's a lot of things with country western, especially the dance. I was taking a course in school, and they had us explore the dances from all genres and all over the world. And everybody thought calling country western music was nothing, corny. It didn't count.
Right.
Until we tried the square dance. I've been playing this reed for like a week and a half. No comment.
Stay lucky.
And it's still playing pretty good. No comments.
So when you left home, where was the first place you went? Did you come to New York or did you go someplace else first?
No, I went to the service.
You went to the service, okay.
And then I came back and went to school. I went to school at South Carolina State College.
Okay.
Then I came back and I went to the conservatory.
So were you in the Army?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good old Air Force. And I stayed there 3.5 years, which was a great experience. Should try it.
Were you playing in the Air Force?
No.
No, okay.
But my friends were Cedar Walton, friend of mine, Leo Wright,
Yeah.
Don Ellis,
Wow.
all those
guys
they
were
were
in the Air Force.
in the Army,
Okay.
and they were stationed there, Don Menzer,
Wow, yeah.
and I got a chance to play with them every weekend. Now, mind you, they were tolerating me. Like you tolerate me today.
Get out of here. You all are tolerating me.
No, but they carried me along.
How long
Eddie
were,
Harris was there.
Ed Harris, okay, yeah. How long were you with Edda? I know that was such a big part of your career. How long were you on the road with Edda?
35 years.
35 years.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like her road manager, right?
Well, I was a band leader.
Right.
I was everything.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I was the boss. But we had such a good relationship. And I tried all kind of ways to get her to go out and try it as a single. She wouldn't do it.
Huh.
She just stayed there. And
Yeah.
I took care of her. And other singers used to tell her, don't you ever even think about leaving this gig.
I'm curious to ask you, looking back on your career and all that you've done as a player, all the albums you've recorded, for the younger generation that's coming up, what are some of the things that you would love for them to emulate and copy from you and your generation? What do you see as maybe even missing?
Well, it all goes back to the way you carry yourself and the things like treating musicians well, respecting the bandstand, being dressed, looking good, and being prepared and ready to perform. those kind of things, and be professional. Being professional is some of those things I just mentioned. Other things is play music people like. That's what, I want. Hey, when people come to see me, I want them to have a good time.
Right.
Really.
Right.
So those sort of things. When a musician I hear some music that is really good, then those are the things that he should concentrate on.
Right.
Getting musicians that feel the same way he does and approach it the same way he does.
The music keeps you young, he said.
Oh,
Yes.
he said that?
Yes. Does it? He's asking you.
Tell him that booze cute.
He does not drink. He doesn't drink. He quit drinking years ago.
They talking about you over here. I didn't have a word to say about it.
I'm curious, looking back on all the gigs you did, I'm sure there's more you've forgotten than you could even remember. All the recording sessions, all the bands. If there's one you could go back to and play again, if there's one group or one band or one club or one place, what's one that was a real standout, just a ton of fun for you?
Well,
and I know that's a loaded question.
yeah, but that's kind of thing I can answer by saying just about everybody I wanted to record with throughout my life, I got a chance to do it. From Lena Horne to Ray Brown. And Ray Brown, this is the coincidence. I recorded with him in Pittsburgh. And his piano player was Larry.
Get out of town. That's how you met Larry, who we're playing with tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a coincidence.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a small world, right, man? It's a small world.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Just about everybody. And I wanted to, another example of it is, I shouldn't be talking about him, but he's one of my best friends. And he saw my music, Bruce Warren. It's unfair, I feel sometimes, that we treat our artists that way. Sometimes. He should really be recognized.
He's my mentor too, man. My gosh, every day. I always kid him. I say, if in my life I could remember half of what you forgot, it'll be a success.
Yeah.
He's just a wealth. He's just a wealth.
Yeah.
Well, man, I just want to thank you so much for all the inspiring music, and thank you for the wonderful example you've been to all of us. Man, I look up to you, and we're just so honored to have you here today, and I'm looking forward to playing and making some music tonight. So thank you. Thank you. You dig?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
You
did.
dig?
I did.
All right.